MoLux is a shape-changing lamp with bidirectional interaction developed to explore user experience with a shape-changing interface. MoLux has two adjustable light parameters, brightness and color tone. These have been mapped to two types of shape change, volume and form. Brightness can be set to 4 different stages: off, dim, moderate, and bright. Color tone can be set to 3 different stages: warm, neutral, and cool. The brightness and color tone can be combined as wished, giving MoLux 10 different states in total. MoLux supports 3 different levels of user control: indirect, direct, and negotiated control. When indirect control is activated, MoLux changes state based on movement in the room. If movement is detected in the room, MoLux will turn on, and depending on the time of day, it will set a specific brightness and color tone. When direct control is activated, the user has complete control over the state of MoLux. To change the state of MoLux, the user has to manually change the shape of the lampshade. To increase the brightness, the user has to expand the volume of the lampshade by pulling the 2 grey handles. To reduce the brightness, the user instead has to decrease the volume by pushing the handles. To change the color tone to a cooler nuance, the user has to change the form of the lampshade by pulling 2 of the 4 grey strings placed around the lampshade. To change to a warmer nuance, the user instead has to push the sharp areas of the shape directly. When the user has finished interacting, MoLux will move to the nearest state. When negotiated control is activated, it is a combination of indirect and direct control. MoLux initiates a transformation based on indirect inputs such as motion detected and time of day. However, the user can at any time negotiate with the system and change the brightness or color tone through direct control by manipulating the shape of MoLux. 3 components are used in the MoLux setup: the MoLux table lamp, a control box, and a hub. In the lamp is a Philips Hue bulb, 4 servo motors for controlling the volume change, and 4 microservo motors for controlling the form change. In the control box, 2 particle photons control the servo motors in the lamp, and the power supply is hidden in the control box as well. Finally, the hub consists of a wireless router to connect MoLux to the internet, a Raspberry Pi to communicate with the particle photons, and a Philips Hue bridge to communicate with the Philips Hue bulb. MoLux consists of 3 overall parts: the static structure, the volume changing mechanism, and the form changing mechanism. The static structure is the foundation of the lamp, which carries the bulb and lampshade and supports the moving mechanisms. The volume changing mechanism is inspired by Hoberman's planar foldable linkage structure, which enables MoLux to expand and contract. The volume change is driven by 4 servo motors with a rack and pinion mechanism. The form changing mechanism is also driven by 4 rack and pinion mechanisms with servo motors. The rack with the pointy end is pushed into the fabric cover in varying degrees to change the form of the lampshade.